I want to thank both Metra Chicago State and of course CTA for sponsoring this event. One of the things that you guys might not know that Terry Peterson is, not only is he a good friend of mine, but there's a lot that Terry and I have in common. First of all, we were raised in the Inglewood community. We graduated from Inglewood High School, and we were both chairmen of our respective agencies. And that is something that Terry and I are both committed to making sure that everybody gets an opportunity to get their fair share of contracting opportunities, not only from Metra, but also from CTA.
Don't hold you to it.
But my job here really is to introduce to you the man of the hour. And the reason that I call him the man of the hour is that the congressman has the unique ability of taking mistakes that people made and making those mistakes become opportunities for others.
That's right.
And let me just tell you about two huge mistakes that were made. And because of those mistakes is why we're here today in this gymnasium. The first mistake that was made is that there was a press conference held in the Inglewood community about the CREATE program, and somebody forgot to invite Congressman Rush. Huge mistake. As a matter of fact, the congressman called me and said, Larry, why would Metra have a press conference and don't invite me?
That's right.
My answer to that was, first of all, Congressman, it wasn't Metra's press conference, but whoever did that, I'm pretty sure it was just an oversight.
No.
But 2 weeks later, Bill Pagano called me and said, Larry, that we have to go to Washington because there's a meeting, a transportation summit that's going to be held in Washington with Secretary Ray LaHood, Congressman Jim Oberstar, all the railroads around this country, IDOT, the Federal Department of Transportation. And there was two things that happened from that meeting. First of all, what came out of that meeting was that the personal net worth that was $750,000 at the time got raised to $1.32 million. And I gotta tell you, if it wasn't for the fact that personal net worth got raised to $1.32 million, there's a lot of people that's in this room today that would not be able to compete on the contracts that we were going to be prepared to talk about in the next 2 days. And that was huge because there was organizations that for years have been trying to get that personal net worth raised, and the fact that in one meeting where the Congress got mad and somebody made a mistake, what came out of that meeting was that the fact that it got raised. The second thing that came out of that meeting is that the congressman made it a point to say that with the Inglewood flyover, it would not fly over his community. The charge that Metra was given was to make sure that we put together a model program. And the reason that Metra got that charge because the P1 out of the CREATE program was the first of 6 different phases. And it was important, as everybody said, that we had to get it right. The second mistake that was made, and even though Metra had did outreaches, we had an outreach at Kennedy King, we had one at Dawson Skills Center, various meetings with 5 or 6 aldermen that makes up the Inglewood community. You know, our message was clear. It's important that we got to make sure that the community should be represented in these contracts. And of course, the mistake that was made, out of the 5 contractors that bid that project, 4 of those contractors flew over the Inglewood community. And of course, when that happened, Congressman Rush, Congressman Davis, and Congressman Jackson paid Metra a visit.
Right.
Even though Metra did the right thing, the fact of the matter is that we cannot control the bid process. The fact of the matter is that regardless of what you say, at the end of the day, it's always about low bidding with these contracts. But the message that came out of this is the fact that that was not going to be acceptable as it relates to the Inglewood flyover. And I'm pretty sure when Terry Peterson comes up here and says, I'm pretty sure I can't speak for Terry, he's going to talk for himself. And that's got to be the message with CTA. So at the end of the day, mistakes that was made, the congressman has found a way to create opportunities for everybody that is in this room today. In closing, I'd just like to say, it's just like people say, there's some people that can turn water into lemonade, but Congressman Rush can turn water into lemonade. Congressman Bobby L. Rush.